Wheeler's talking to everyone close to us, and the media is turning this into some true crime must-see TV crap. So we have to make sure we're on the same page.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 TV adaptations of our favorite YA books of the 2020s so far.
I know some people in this world who like those odds.
For this list, we'll be looking at some of the newest TV adaptations of our favorite young adult books. Though there have been some great movie adaptations, like Sarah Dessen's Along for the Ride, we'll be strictly looking at TV shows. We will also be looking at books and graphic novels only, so shows based strictly on comics like Paper Girls won't make the cut. What book do you want to see adapted for TV? Let us know in the comments below. Beware, if you have not read all of the following books, there may be spoilers ahead. Proceed with caution. Number 10. Panic. When a book gets adapted into a show, it's usually subject to the age-old debate on whether the book or TV show is better. But fans of Panic can feel pretty sure that great care was taken in its TV adaptation, because the author of the book also wrote the screenplay for the show.
You killed it! You killed it! I almost puked.
Best-selling author Lauren Oliver released Panic in 2014, and fans were wild about it. The adrenaline-pumping story won over both readers and Amazon decision-makers.
So the wind opened its arms, and the girl made of dirt turned to air.
In May 2021, the show premiered on Amazon Prime. Unfortunately, it was canceled in August 2021, after just one season, dismaying its fans.
When the ride's over, you get off, sweetheart.
Number 9. I am not okay with this. Who doesn't love a coming-of-age story? We certainly do.
Anyway, here's to a normal high school experience. Whatever the that means.
The graphic novel this series was based on was published in 2017 by The End of the World author Charles Forsman. The story gained a following for its darker tale on teenagehood, with a dash of superpowers in the mix.
Awesome. Really not a super...
Just give me this one thing, please.
The series was announced in 2018 and hit Netflix in February 2020. Although initially renewed for a second season, by August 2020, it was canceled due to COVID-related circumstances. After seeing the amazing performances in the first season, we are definitely disappointed to not get a second.
I keep losing my temper.
Like everybody else,
I don't want to, but it just spills out.
Number 8. Shadow and Bone.
Your first words to me were, "What are you?" This is what I am.
This show made waves on Netflix when it first premiered, jumping to the very top of the top 10 shows on the streaming platform for the first week and a half after its debut. Shadow and Bone is drawn from 2 series of books created by author Leigh Bardugo, which are part of what she calls the Grishaverse.
And now it's time to show the world.
The show ended up being based on the first trilogy in the fantasy world, which began in 2012. As well as the Six of Crows series in the same universe. Considering how popular the series is, the adaptation seems to have really struck a chord.
Just ask. Fine. Do we have a fix on where the target is?
Number 7. The Midnight Club.
What's in the basement?
Oh man, I dare you.
No, he doesn't.
Christopher Pike has written an impressive number of books, including 1994's The Midnight Club. In 2022, the book was adapted to a Netflix show by the producer of The Haunting of Hill House. The show follows a group of terminally ill teenagers and their time in hospice, as they tell scary stories and make pacts.
Make ghosts.
Tell stories.
Make ghosts sounds way better. You tell a story, you're giving birth to a new ghost.
When the show was being developed, 28 of Pike's books were considered show-worthy before The Midnight Club was decided on. But the other books weren't just forgotten. They became the scary stories the characters told. If you're a horror fan, this one definitely belongs on your watch list.
To those before, to those after, to us now, and to those beyond.
Number 6. Tell Me Lies. Love can be complicated, and no one knows that better than Lucy Albright, the main character of Tell Me Lies.
You're so independent. It's why I'm attracted to you.
So, are you sleeping with other people?
In 2018, author Carola Lovering released her book, which follows Lucy and her love interest Steven through their complicated young love. In 2020, Emma Roberts' love of reading took the book to the next level.
We've channeled our love of books into an online community of voracious readers.
And now we're bringing our favorite authors into your living room.
Roberts' production, Bellatrist TV, took on adapting the book for the screen. In September 2022, the show was released on Hulu, and the reaction was very favorable. As of this writing, a second season has not yet been confirmed, so we can only hope to see more.
I like hanging out with you a lot.
I like hanging out with you too. A lot.
Number 5. One of Us is Lying. Nothing can keep our eyes glued to a story quite like a murder mystery, and author Karen McManus just does murder mysteries right.
This tastes weird. I think there's something wrong with this.
Simon, are you okay?
Her book, One of Us is Lying, was published in 2017 and quickly gained attention for its multi-perspective suspense. That same year, the book was picked up by Universal Content Productions to be adapted for TV.
So you do get it.
Now I feel excuse me, I have somewhere to be.
Small world. Me too.
In 2019, the project moved to NBC, leading to it being released on Peacock in 2021. The show was a hit and has already released a second season on the streaming platform. The book spawned a sequel, so we have our fingers crossed for a third season of this thriller.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means that I finally got into some of Simon's encrypted files, and I found something.
Number 4. Dash and Lily. Fans of Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist are bound to love this one. Besides sharing the same authors, the two works share an unconventional love story.
I will let you rob the joint, as long as you please. Take me as a hostage because I will use any excuse to leave.
Will you show me where they keep the jewels?
We will be at the border before they notice we're gone.
The first book in the Dash and Lily series came out in 2010, and the back-and-forth perspective changes captured readers' hearts. Netflix must have also been pretty smitten, because in 2019, they ordered an 8-episode season adaptation of the first book.
How did you get here?
You texted me, you weirdo.
Unfortunately, it was a short-lived series and will not be getting a second season. But Dash, Lily, and their wonderfully quirky love will live on in our hearts.
Because I'm sure if you tell them that you're trapped in the Strand with me, they'll be happy to send the fire department or the police or the army.
Wait. They don't know I'm here.
Number 3. The Babysitter's Club. It's hard to find a show that can attract viewers from so many different generations, but we think this one does.
This meeting of the Babysitters Club will come to order. Claude, what is that?
The first book in the Babysitter's Club came out way back in 1986. The series totals in at over 100 books now, giving plenty of material for the show to draw from.
And rather than debating about it, we'll just take turns picking. Stacy.
The 2020 release on Netflix of The Stories is not the first on-screen adaptation, though. In 1990, The Stories prompted a TV show that ran for just 13 episodes. The newest series has already given the other production a run for their money by running 18 episodes over its 2 seasons.
We were more than a club. We were best friends.
Number 2. The Summer I Turned Pretty. This acclaimed book series has been making waves online for a while.
I guess I was just waiting.
For me?
Jenny Han's first book in her summer trilogy was published in 2009. The series gained fans for its multi-generational coming-of-age storyline.
Everybody's eyes will follow to their heads when they see our girl. I love you so much, but you're ridiculous.
The series has been extremely popular, reaching the New York Times bestseller list and gaining a dedicated core of fans. In 2021, Amazon announced they would be turning the series into a show. It premiered in 2022 and has been a hit. We think this is one of those stories that is worth consuming on paper and on screen.
Look at them. She's luminous.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. First Kill, a queer love story canceled far too soon.
You're a monster. And I'm a hunter. And there's only one way this story ends.
Knots and Crosses. Forbidden love in an alternative world.
They'll kill you if they catch us.
So we don't get caught?
Tiny Pretty Things. A look into the dangerously competitive world of ballet.
This isn't your world, little rat. Knowing the steps doesn't mean you belong.
You best believe I'm coming for you.
Vampire Academy. A story so good it had to be turned into a show and a movie.
I would never bet against you, Rose Hathaway.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Heartstopper.
Hi. Hi. Did I forget something? Yeah.
Queer teens have been denied mainstream queer love stories for far too long, and Heartstopper is here to put an end to that.
That was just one of my favorite days ever.
The series follows 2 teen boys and their journey in love. It was first published in 2016 as a graphic novel on Tumblr and almost immediately started amassing a following. Author Alice Oseman used crowdfunding to create a limited print run edition of the webcomics in 2019. By 2021, Netflix had acquired the rights to turn the story into a show. We can only hope this story will be the catalyst that leads to many more diverse stories of love.
You like me? Wasn't that obvious? Do you like me?
Yes, obviously.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.